Hi, guys. Can you believe that the semester is almost over? Well, here we go. We're going to do the semester final. It's called the midterm final. This is the review for it. Keep in mind, we make these because it's pretty much identical to what the midterm looks like. Okay, so let's get started. Remember domain and range. Domain and range. Domain is the farthest left to the farthest right, and range is the highest to the lowest. Okay, we have an open point here. Here's our farthest left. I'm going to make it bigger because I can't really see it. Let's see if we can zoom in. Okay, here we go. Now I can see it better with my old eyes. Okay, the farthest left, we talked about making a box. So I like to box it in. And that tells me my farthest left is -9. And my farthest right is 2. The -9 is not included. The 2 is included. So I'm going to underline it there. Then my highest, which is right here, my highest is 3. That's not included. But my lowest, which is a solid point, is included, and that's -6. Okay, and that one is included. So that's what I'm going to look for over here. So let's go back to 100%. And I'm looking for a -9 less than or greater than -9 and less than 2. Okay, that one checks off. See how this has a line underneath it? That would make that not 1. The 3, domain, this has nothing to do with domain. It has a Y. See the Y? This has nothing to do with domain. See the Y? Nothing to do with domain. So those aren't it. Well, so it's A. We got that one, -6 with the underline. See, -6 with the underline, and 3. We did it. We have our answer. Okay, let's go to the next one. Which graph best represents a function with a domain of all real numbers greater or equal to -4? So remember, domain is looking at the x-axis. So let's make these bigger. And we're going to look for a -4 on the x. No, but it wouldn't be this one. Let's move over. And then let's make sure we saw what it says. Greater or equal to -4. Okay. On the x, this is -4, but that's -4 on the y. We're looking for it to be somewhere here and then all real numbers. So definitely not that one. Let's go to the next one. Well, this one's on 3. This one's on -4. -4 on the x. That's our answer. Okay? Let's see if we can get another page done before I stop this video. Okay. What is the equation in a slope-intercept form? Slope-intercept. That means it's going to be y equals mx plus b of a line that passes through these 2 points. Now, we've always said make a table. -4 and 2 and 12 and 6. What's my change here? I went +4. What's my change here? I went +12, 13, 14, 15, 16, +16. That was my change. Okay, so I have change in y over change in x. Okay, that's the same as 0.25 or 0.14. Yeah, so it's 1/4, which equals 0.25. So I know it's not H and I know it's not J. So now the question is, how do I know where it crosses? Well, guys, you can just put these into Desmos and see which one crosses through these points. Now, another thing that you can do is you can plug this in, plug in some points, and solve for B. We're going to solve for B because we know we have an X, we have a Y, so we have a X, we have the slope now, we have a Y, we can solve for B. Now, the other thing you can do is plug these points into Desmos, put Y equals 0.25x plus 3, and see if it crosses through these 2 points. Or you can put this one in and see if it crosses through these 2 points. Or we can solve for B. So I'm going to solve for B. I'm going to put Y, and I'm going to use 2 equals negative 4 times, I'm going to go back to the 1/4 times 1/4. Okay, so the negative 4 is just my X right here. The 1/4 is my M because my M equals 1/4 or 0.25. Okay, plus B. Now I'm just going to solve for B. So 2 equals, well, this cancels out, but it's a negative 1 plus B. Plus 1 plus 1, B equals 3. So that's right here. There's my B. I know that that's the answer. Okay, let's do just a couple of more here. And then we'll stop this video and make a new video. So this video will be pages 1 and 2. Given that f of x is a linear function containing this point and this slope. So let's write that out, okay? This we can write in point slope because we have a point and we have a slope. If you remember, point slope is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, so now we can just plug this in because this is x1 and this is y1. So we have y minus 4 equals 2/3 times negative 9. Nope, hold on. X minus a negative 9. So it's going to be plus 9. But now we're going to put it in standard form. Now also remember, standard form cannot have a fraction and it cannot have a negative. So these two are not standard form. So now we've narrowed it down to this. So let's just distribute this out. Y minus 4 equals 2/3 x plus, now remember, this is just 2/3 times 9/1. So that gives me 18/3, which gives me 6. Okay? So I can already tell you the answer. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to move this over here. I'm going to move this over here. Well, let's just finish it up and you'll see what I mean. Okay? So I distributed that out. I'm going to go plus 4. So now I have y equals 2/3 x plus 10. But I need to get rid of that 3. Okay, because remember, we can't have a fraction. So I'm going to multiply everything times 3. And I get 3y equals 2x plus 30. What numbers? Now, without even moving this over here and without even getting rid of the negative, which problem has these numbers in it? Well, B. So my answer is B. Okay. Now to finish it up, I would go minus 2x plus 3. Okay. So negative 2x plus 3y equals 30. And then I would have to multiply everything times a negative 1 to get rid of the negative 2 in front. So B is my answer. Okay, we have one more on this page. Nope, we have two more. Nope, one more. Okay. The table represents some points on a graph of a linear function. Which equation represents the same relationship? Well, first, we're going to want to see what numbers is it using. Look here, 268 and 20. So we're using these two numbers. And remember, when we put these in, it's going to be a minus, it's going to be y minus y1 equals the slope times x minus x1. Well, we already know the slope is probably either 1/12 or 12. Okay, we're going to figure that out in a second. But let's see who's using these numbers right. The minute you put in a minus 20, it's going to be plus 20. Oh, good. This is plus 20, and this is plus 20. Okay, so it's not this one, and it's not this one. We're also going to have a plus 268. Well, both of them are plus 268. So now what we have to do is find the slope. Is the slope 1/12 or 12? Well, let's find out. How did we go from 268 to 196? And I have been encouraging you guys, just use your Desmos calculator. Let's go at the beginning here to our class. And the best way to do this is to take the second number and subtract the first. So negative 268, negative 196 minus a negative 268. Okay, so negative 196 minus, so negative 196 minus a negative 268. And that gives me 72. So I have 72 on the top, negative 14 minus a negative 20. Negative 14 minus a negative 20, and that gives me 6. So I have 6. 72 divided by 6, I believe, is 12. So this is my answer. Okay, there we go. So that concludes pages 1 and 2, and I will do some more pages next.